like I was jumping to the conclusion thinking that the EU was just socialism. You know what I mean? It was just a bunch of socialists. But come to find out, they're super nationalists.
Super nationalists.
And that really opened my eyes to a lot. So that woke me up on some of the situations, like, and it makes sense too, because a lot of people have a hard time understanding what the European Union really is. You know what I mean? Because it's just so messed up and screwed up. Nobody really has a clue about what it is. And I'm really glad we did that, because it makes more sense. And it makes more sense why Germany's always the center point to it too, because everything goes back to frickin' World War II and the restructuring of Germany. Like, Germany is the frickin' flagship for the EU.
Germany and Brussels. Belgium.
Yeah. Well, I already gave you my opinion of Brussels. Like, don't trust people with tiny shoes.
Don't trust people with tiny feet.
That's right.
Unless you got some weird foot fetish, then.
No, not even then, man. I've seen pictures of what that does to your feet. Like how deranged their toes and their feet are curled up.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you know,
oppression by the man.
When you see that, you just, there's no coming back from that. You know what I mean? Like, that is just so horrible, and they do this shit on purpose. Like, I know about the whole extending the skull thing, but like, the feet is like a horrible derangement. It's like, just,
you got a line at the feet.
Well, the way they look, you know.
Yeah, horrendous. Yeah, it's literally a foot folded up on top of itself.
Yeah,
and to a point, it's awful.
And they do that on purpose.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, hell, at least if you had like the elongated neck, you'd have a long neck like a zebra, you know, which is kind of cool.
Like a giraffe,
you know. Or like the elongated freaking head. You'd have a freaking huge head, and you could run around telling everybody that you're freaking like an alien from outer space and shit, you know. But you got those bad feet, man, and everybody's just looking at you with their faces all crunched in, you know what I mean? Like they just ate a freaking really strong, sour freaking, you know.
Unless you're in a swimming pool or something. Why would
you
useless those swimming? Yeah, you wouldn't see people's feet.
Whatever, dude.
Unless you won some strange hippie that likes to wear sandals everywhere.
Hey, watch yourself.
I got a really, really cool drunk story actually about that. I was partying one night and got really, really drunk and blacked out. And while I was blacked out, this girl April took freaking toenail polish and painted my toes with acrylic toenail polish. So I'm drunk. I wake up and I was like all out of it, still kind of getting over the freaking hangover and everything. Didn't pay any attention to my feet. They wanted me to go to this pool. This So I put my freaking swimming trunks on. I go all the way out there. I get to the freaking swimming pool, look down and see toenail polish on my feet. So for that entire day, dude, I'm like wearing hot pink freaking toenail polish.
Oh yeah, that's hot. That's hot.
You know. And April's just sitting there staring at me, laughing, dude, the whole time. Just horrible. Just horrible. What would you do if you were caught in that situation, Mark Edworthy?
I always wear dress shoes anyway, so nobody would ever see my feet. Very few people see my feet.
Hey, right there with you, bro. If I don't have closed-ended flip-flops on, I have my closed-ended house shoes on. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah. That's one of my many drunk stories. So I'm gonna run and get my coffee. I forgot to get a cup of coffee.
So glad you stopped drinking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it apparently like I don't have to be drunk to act stupid. It took me a long time to figure that out. So I kept running around trying to act all serious and shit, and then finally I started live streaming like this, and like everybody else started really like making me do weird shit, and it
Were
dawned
you being
on me.
groomed?
Probably. Because freaking Jappy, he's pretty fucked up, man. He was grooming me into being freaking this, you know, this crazy man.
He succeeded then.
Well, he did. I don't think he really liked what he got though, because like I started making my comments, dude, and he's like, "Okay, that'll be enough of that."
Yeah, just like with Naroki.
No, Naroki's a good sport. I gotta give him credit, dude. I put that poor man through hell, dude. I love that. Like, and I still say that frickin' we need to do a thorough investigation into cannibalism in Canada. Because I'm telling you, they're eating people up there, dude. You know,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Again, allegedly.
I will say that is speculative science. That's speculative. Since they can use speculative theory, I'm going to call it speculative theory too. I'm going to say this is my speculative theory.
Is there another word for that? Another term for that being conspiracy theory?
No, believe it or not, I mentioned this the last time I brought this up. Okay, this is why scientists are actually having intellectual conversations over, and they call it speculative theory.
Okay.
Like this isn't like me and you just hanging out and talking about ideas. You know what I mean? This is actual scientists who are having intellectual conversations about it, and they're writing scientific papers about it too.
What are you saying? That we don't have intellectual conversations?
Well, yeah, we do, but we don't get like money for it.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I mean?
somebody pay us for intellectual conversations.
Yeah, and then we can be scientists and shit. Yeah. And say this is all speculative theories, guys. Don't you know. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that coffee. I'll be right back. You guys need to talk.
Yeah. Well, you know, you should slow down on that coffee, brother. just my advice. Yeah. So tomorrow noon, as you helped me specify,
5 p.m. my time. Yep.
I have that first board directors call. We're gonna have a few of them over the next like month or so, just as a thing to get into a routine of. We won't do any heavy lifting for a while. We definitely want to get everybody to know each other and see how everybody relates and connects with each other before we can take on anything, you know? So, yeah. It's going to be
Saturday, so as far as I'm concerned, it's far good for me.
Okay. Yeah, I want to keep up the tradition because that's what it was last time. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I got my coffee.
Cool.
So I did everything I needed to do when we took our break, but then I forgot to get my coffee before I came back, so...
You should slow down, brother.
No.
Slow your roll.
That's some nonsense.
Organizational skills.
Not when it comes to coffee, man. Caffeine is good for you.
Yeah, hence why.
The best part in waking up.
Well,
Folgers in your
Bill,
gut.
I've got all my coffee stuff just over there.
Yeah, I know. Got the good stuff going on. So before you came in, B, I was telling Mark, we're here at the house. We're going to be reorganizing and stuff. We're going to have it set up to where we'll be able to do more on the streams too. I'm going to start up a 24/7 live stream with the extra computer that we got, and it's going to be all the content that we've had. So it's not going to be me live streaming other people's shit. It's going to be all the episodes that we've done.
Right. And so so part of what it is I'm doing, and I'm pretty sure you will help me set this up, I want to have a computer that's on 24/7 online as a backup something or other for you to access remotely.
Well, there was something that I brought up to Mark and Tan a while back, but it'd be it would be a freaking internal server, basically.
Sure, yeah.
And what it would be like with these servers, the only way to access them would be through a URL, basically localized URL that you can hook up, and you can have it set up to where it could be also tapped into the internet on a cloud system maybe, and then from there you could do it that way. But I would go with setting yourself up with a server and do it that way rather than to just do it through a computer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes more sense. Of course.
And then run all of your stuff through that server, because and it's also good with other situations, like say you have something that messes up, okay, and your computer just goes off. If you have your server set up, you can actually go back and pull data back from like a day ago or even 6 hours ago and bring it back up on your computer, because it keeps track of all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I've been meaning to do something similar. I've got a machine here that is, it's got only something like 80 cores, but it's got something like 64 gigs worth of RAM, and I can stick as much storage on it as possible. But at this present moment, I've got one of my workstation machines that died on me. Major power fluctuations in component level. So I've had to use that machine that I was going to use for an internal server as a workstation. So until I can sort out my other machine. But I did consider using expanding my virtual private server contract, but that's in the long term much more costly.
Yeah.
So it's a sort of balancing that about cost and resources.
With me, I mean, that's where I'm wanting to just build it in home. You know what I mean?
I prefer to have it at home or in my own local infrastructure, just for security and backup and convenience.